Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Datingwright.
Now they done started. I got up this morning to use the bathroom. I sat on the toilet, started scrolling on TikTok, and the first thing I see is somebody talking about how they put down 2,500 US American dollars at camp on the section. Then she went on to say they told her that they need to come later. Mind you, camp closed at 2 o'clock. Everything in dang on Houston except for the after hour spot closed at 2 a.m. So if it's already 11 and y'all telling me to come later, I done paid 2,500 US American dollars to sit in a section for an hour?
$2,300 United States American dollars to get into a section. Baby, you could have booked the whole trip out the country with that.
100%. Like, my best friend and I, we booked La Paz. We flew out of TJ to La Paz for 3 nights. It cost us $1,500 total. Flights, Airbnb, food, everything included. With the CBX crossing pass and everything. $1,500 for 3 nights. That's pretty fucking cheap. $2,300 for an hour of what?
And I would never pay $4,000 for a section. Mind you, pay $4,000 for a section, not even be guaranteed the section, and then not get.
Wait, what? You're not guaranteed that? What the fuck is this?
My money back for the deposit and pay $4,000 a section for Erica Banks? Who is Erica Banks?
POV. You pay $700 deposit for a section at Sakai in Houston and nobody is there, and they are refusing to give you a refund.
You paid $700 for a section.
Clubs are just working people. I mean, they're dying. I guess this is why they're working people.
Section 700. No, I'm not.
I'm tired of black people, specifically black people in Houston, scamming other black people. The first scam was saying that this is a mansion. This is not a mansion. This is a house on the block in the hood. In the hood. What the fuck is we talking about? Paid how much for a VIP ticket? $250 for a VIP ticket, but we're standing outside when they told us to come at 5 o'clock. And security want to argue with me through the gate, talking about, oh, she not getting in, she not getting in. Yeah, I see her, she not getting in. I don't care to get into this rinky dink ass shit, and best believe I'm getting my refund and I'm disputing the charge with my bank.
Guys, we are hearing stories of the scammers in Houston having a field day these college spring breakers.
That's why. I forgot that spring break. I forgot the title of the whole video was a spring break thing.
City for the past week.
So let's do a story time of how Sakai stole my motherfucking money. Me and my homegirls paid February 14th, $200 motherfucking dollars to a bitch named Bree. Mind you, we on spring break week 1. Mind y'all, we pre-booked for a fucking section at Sakai week 1. Look at my motherfucking hair. I paid $200. It's pouring fucking raining. Me and my homegirls paid $60 to get there. We Uber. We didn't drive our cars. We didn't want to drive home drunk. Anyways, we get there. I'm like, hi, my name's Nova Love. I have a section here. The workers look, she's like, ma'am, you're not on here. I'm gonna tell y'all the rest in part 2. Y'all, I paid to get my makeup done. I paid to get my hair done. Me and my homegirls drove 2 hours. I fucking been up since 7 a.m. We all paid to get our makeup and hair done for my fucking birthday at Sakai. So we had to make a lot of accommodations basically to come.
I just have one question. Did your friends have to pay for your looks and stuff to go out with you? So for you to spend time with them, but they have to pay for your hair, nails, and all of that? Because you guys always tell us that you guys do this, we gotta pay for your time. Are your friends paying for your time?
I'm out here and this shit happens. So it's 30 minutes, we're outside. The bottle girl still haven't came, she haven't answered, she haven't said anything regarding either my money back or like, do we have a section? I had to raise hell for a manager to come out I had to raise hell when it should have just been something that was so smooth. It's my birthday. Like, what the fuck?
What does it being your birthday make anything smoother or not? Like, yeah, again.
They had one girl at the front. She's a light-skinned girl. She was so fucking nice. She's the one that actually got the manager to come out and refund me the $200. But it shouldn't have took over 30 minutes for this to even happen. It's my birthday. Yeah, it was like about 45. All I could say is, y'all, don't book Sakai. Don't book this bottle girl. Stay the fuck away for spring break. They don't give a fuck about you.
Okay, so allegedly, this is the young lady. Yeah, she looked like she will run off on you.
Yeah.
I rate them 0 out of
dating, right? Why are you so judgy?
motherfucking 0. I went out looking like a bad bitch, and I returned looking like a motherfucking sad bitch.
It's the first day of spring break.
And it's the first week of spring break. Don't book Sakai. Don't fucking do it, sister. Don't fucking do it. And I want y'all to go ask Bree, why the fuck would she do that to
Blow
you?
her shit up.
Why would she do that? Why would you do that shit? If you knew that you couldn't guarantee a section, why would you take my money? Why?
I never saw Houston as a spring break type city
Same.
to go
I
to.
always thought it was like more beachy type Cancun type stuff. I didn't realize Houston. I mean, Miami, yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, I remember our spring breaks. We used to go to Daytona Beach, Miami. There was also Freaknik in Atlanta, sometimes Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, but never Texas. And we all have heard about the scamming that goes on in all of these major cities. You're talking about Atlanta, Houston, Miami, and even cities like Charlotte. But we all knew Houston is called the finesse city.
I feel like the bottle girls that got up here and was basically saying, if you coming down to Houston, buy a section from me, those are the ones that are scamming y'all, because I've seen multiple videos of people not being able to get into Sakai or Dome. Either it got canceled for some odd reason.
Like, why would you pay a bottle girl? Why do you think a bottle girl has access to give you sections or assign sections to you? Just saying.
Or they can't get in contact with the bottle girl. Me personally, I will never pre-buy a section from a bottle girl that I do not know. I don't even know people in Houston. Why would I pre-buy a section?
Is that this is why you need to go to events. If you're coming to Houston, don't just spend your entire time in the nightclub, because you will be disappointed. Nightclubs can do whatever, whenever, however, because people are paying a lot of money to be in there, so they don't even care if they treat people terribly. So there are a lot of us that are in Houston that have been in here for a long time, and we don't like going to the clubs. We don't like paying for sections, and that's why we host the events that we do, so we can create unique, valuable experiences for people that are actually looking for them. So don't just go in to come to Houston and just spend your time in the nightclub, because this can easily happen to you. If it makes anyone feel better, it happens to us all the time.
Exactly, and that's from a woman that lives there. But this next video is from an actual in the club who's gonna tell an insider secret, which we already knew. It's all just a scam for the highest bidder.
Yep.
Okay. PSA. I wanted to come on here and make this video for all of y'all out-of-towners that's coming down here to Houston for spring break. As a real Houston native, as a real Houston bad bitch, like, I gotta put y'all on game. First of all, somebody came on here and made a video and said that nobody is bigger than the program, even the people that live in Houston. And that's the point that y'all need to take for real, because it doesn't matter if y'all booked a section a month before, a week before, a day before. Nobody is bigger than the program. And the way these clubs work out here is almost like a fucking Ponzi scheme. It's like, if a bigger fish come along, like a rapper, a player, somebody, that person gonna get your section and you not gonna get your section that you pay for, if that makes sense. Like,
that makes sense.
The bigger fish out here gets the worm out here. Like, Houston is all about clout chasing. And the bigger the person is, that person gets the priority. So, yeah, you and your girls might have paid $500, $1,000, whatever for a section. But if somebody bigger comes along, they gonna get that section. And you're gonna get ignored and maybe, hopefully, your money back.
And this just goes to show that the whole nightclub industry is going in a downward spiral.
Scam.
They are just an industry that's dying. That's why these places have to...
That's why I said I'm going to make one. I have to make one. It's going to be Cambodian food, big-ass dance floor, and just having a good-ass time.
finesse their patrons.
So I just want you to know, like, Houston is not that type of city that you come here for spring break. Like, I made a post too about a month ago saying, all four of y'all about to get a hotel room and spend thousands of dollars here and get fucking scammed and pay overpriced drinks and overpriced brunch, some regular shit that you could do in
That's why we just go to Mexico, where things are a little bit cheaper.
your own fucking city. And I meant that shit. Like, y'all should have took y'all passports and went to somewhere else.
Correct. La Paz is an 1.5-hour flight from TJ. It took me 2 hours to drive down to San Diego. So, but my best friend lives in San Diego, so his wife just drove us to the CBX crossing, and yeah, 1.5-hour flight in beach paradise.
You know, overseas,
For
somewhere
cheap.
else where your money, it was actually...
I can tell you guys now, the flight round trip, $100. $100. A round trip for me, round trip for him, $200. $200 round trip. I go to dinner for a weekend with friends, and it's more than $200. So
worth it. So before y'all come down here
US
week
is
2,
expensive.
I advise y'all to cancel y'all reservations, cancel y'all sections or whatever, because I'm telling you, it's more celebrities and stuff coming down here, but they're going to get the priority over you. So if you ain't shit, if you ain't popping, like,
you ain't
yeah,
shit.
you might
Don't
get
come.
in the club, but you're not going to get your section. And you're going to pay a lot of fucking money, too, for drinks and whatnot. It doesn't make no sense to come down here to a regular-ass city that don't have no beach, nothing spectacular other than the rodeo going on for spring break. Like, it makes no fucking sense. And we tried to tell y'all this. So listen to us, because we're not just hating on y'all because we don't want y'all in our city. Yeah, our city is hella fucking packed. But it's not that we don't want y'all in our city. We're just trying to let y'all know that nobody is bigger than the program out here. And yes, this city is full of scammers, and they will take your motherfucking money and give your section to somebody else. And you will be standing outside looking crazy like that one girl whose hair was all fucked up because she was standing in the rain for 45 minutes because they wouldn't give her her section. Listen to us. We not playing.
Look at it like this. This is the part that everybody's seeing. They think that makes the most sense. I sell a $40 bottle for $1,000.
Yep.
So,
which is crazy. Crazy. The first time I went to a club and saw how expensive a bottle was, I was blown away. It is literally almost 1,000% markup.
So now it makes sense.
Houston scam.
Now it all adds up.
Scam, bro.
It all adds up.
So the profit margin on that is crazy.
Super. Why he said that like that was such a great sales tip? We all knew that.
The biggest scam when going out is paying for bottles. There are $20 in the liquor store. Paying for a seat in a club that you just paid at the door. That is the biggest scam in Scam University. I never understood, why do we let these people charge us 10 times the price once we get in the club just for them to bring out sparklers on a bottle with bottle girls who really don't want to do the job and they barely twerk when they bringing it out. You ever notice that? And another scam when going out is, why when I request a song, y'all never play the song?
So I'm a native in Houston who just got scammed at a club during spring break. And let me talk about it. So I paid $60 to see Kodak Black in Houston at Encore tonight. That was already a 50-50 because I know Kodak's track record. I know he sometimes doesn't show up to shows. I know he just geeks out on stage. But I thought I would, take a chance, test my luck, and see if he would be there. So I pull up to Encore. This was my first red flag. I paid $40 for a tequila pineapple.
Jeez.
And I get maybe 2 sips in before the DJ tells everybody to get the fuck out and go to D&D because the whole event's gonna be there instead, right? Right. So I'm like, all right, this is probably a fucking scam. I should maybe go home, but I decide to test my luck again.
Well, that's not shocking, ma'am. You look like the type of woman who will test her luck again. Why not?
And I go to D&D. I pull up. Nobody's here. No DJs are here. There's no events listed. The waitress has no idea about Kodak and if he's even showing up. She doesn't think he is. So I'm like, all right, I just got scammed. Like, great. I see why people don't come out in Houston during spring break. At least like native Houstonians. But yeah, that happens. And then a bunch of other people from Encore start showing up and they're telling everybody to go to Dome because apparently the whole event's going to be there instead. Immediately, I'm like, wow, all of y'all are just honestly dumb as fuck. This is why we have so much traffic in Houston. This is why y'all constantly get scams, because y'all constantly fall for it every time y'all come here every single year. And I say it's the spring breakers' fault because y'all cause traffic, like I just said. And number two, natives get scammed as well. This was my first time ever going to a club in Houston, so I thought that it was probably gonna happen, so I brought some extra cash. I was like, let me just do that in case, right? It ended up happening. I was whatever with it. Maybe I still get to see Kodak. Maybe there's a chance they'll play his Spotify playlist. I thought I was still gonna have a good time tonight.
After the first $40 something drink for a pineapple, whatever, I would have been gone. I wouldn't have paid the $40 for a drink. Holy cow. I thought $20, $25 was expensive for a drink. $40? Water, please. Water.
But that didn't happen.
I'm just gonna say, I'm a DD. Can I get free soda?
Didn't happen at all. And it just baffles me that I saw so many other people falling for it. Everybody was like, oh yeah, let's go to Dome. Let's go to Dome. Like, fuck it, let's get our Uber now. Y'all are really falling for this?
But you fell for it.
Like, seriously? Why do y'all still come here?
But this is what happens when a lot of people just want to flex and be seen, and they just end up getting played and scammed.
This Houston night, this week 1. Right now, this phase 2 is where everybody at. And that bitch is already filled to capacity on the inside. Videos will be inserted later.
I know that's right. The hell, why?
All I'm saying is, though, that motherfucker is filled with Nigerians, Ghanaians. I don't even know if I said that right. But everyone on the other side.
You can't jump in.
And it was musty as fuck.
I do admit clubs do get pretty damn musty.
This is crazy. This is ridiculous. Y'all, I am so livid right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sakai is bullshit. Don't steer clear from this bullshit. I ain't even lie to you.
Listen, I'm not from Houston, right? But I've lived here for about 6 years. And not only have I lived here, I decided to live in the trenchy areas because, listen, it don't bother me. I feel like, girl, let's keep my bills expenses low so I could be on a plane every month. Y'all see how I live. I say all that to say I'm not from Houston, so I'm not gonna tell y'all not to come for spring break or don't come to party because that would be hypocritical. That's how I got introduced to this city, coming out here to party. Like, I ain't gonna tell you that. But what I am gonna say is the mainstream spots that y'all go is not the spots to go. Mm-hmm. I promise you, everyone who lives in Houston, watching y'all get scammed by Sakai and Camp, watched it and said, well done. Because
that's true. I used to know a girl that worked at that club out there, and I remember her talking about the fact that they was on the news because they wasn't paying their employees on time. And some employees didn't get paid at all, by the way.
Scammed by Sakai and Camp, watched it and said, well done. Because I've been to camp 3 times, and I've been here 6 years. I went once with my homegirls. I went once my birthday weekend when I turned 26, and then I went once to Jerk and Jollof. And mind you, that was one of the worst Jerk and Jollof I went to here in Houston. They've had it a couple different times at a couple different venues, and the one at camp was not good. I've been to Sakai once, and we was there all damn day, and we went because, again, some people who we knew from out of town, some boys had got a section. Did not get in the water. I would not say.
They got water? They got a pool?
Get in the water at Sakai. That's X-Man water. Yeah. And then I know they have the spot on the inside you could still party at. I was there because my homegirls from bottle service was still working Sakai at that point in time. I know that clubs and lounges are kind of different, okay? But Houston has a lot of lounges, restaurants that double as clubs. And you typically will see.
That's what I kind of want to make, like a lounge type thing, dance floor, food, some alcohol. I'm telling you guys, I want to do the sober bar thing. I don't really like alcohol like that, and young people don't. So I think maybe some mocktails, some decently priced mocktails, food, dance floor. Just have a good damn time.
Locals there and or at like a hole in the wall. And I promise you that's where the best time be, at the holes in the walls, at the lounges.
I don't think that I've ever came to Houston. When I wasn't living in Houston, I don't think I've ever came to Houston for a spring break. I'm like watching all of you guys' videos that y'all came into Houston for spring break. Y'all got motherfucking scammed.
Yeah.
And now y'all looking like y'all mad because at first y'all was on this bitch saying that people was just saying that people was broke. First of all, to live in Houston, you can't be broke. You just can't. You can't be broke. Like, you can't be broke unless you like living with.
Is Houston that expensive, guys?
Somebody, or your family stay here, or you from here, or whatever. But I'm seeing all like the videos of this last week. People were talking about that it was just horrible. They lost a lot of money. They said they booked at Sakai in camp. They wasn't able to get their motherfucking money back. And I'm not trying to laugh at y'all. I'm really not trying to laugh at y'all. It's just, Houston is not a place that I would come for a spring.
Right, I agree with that. Spring break, you would usually want to go to like a beachy place, a more sunny place, right? Like, I would want to go to Mexico beaches or Bahama beaches or Florida beaches.
Break. I don't give a fuck what age you are. I would not come here for no spring break. I will come here for maybe like Memorial Weekend, Labor Day weekend. But for a spring break is the whole week. I'm not coming to fucking Houston for that.
Yes, spring break was for the beach. We would go find a beach in some city.
I live in California, so most like they go to like Cancun and Baja and stuff all the time, but California beaches are pretty awesome.
Spring break. These young folks need to learn to keep it simple.
I got on TikTok 10 minutes ago and I seen about 4 story times about Houston, Texas. And about a month ago, I believe the people that lived in Houston, Texas goes on TikTok saying like, don't come to Houston, Texas for a spring break. I'm thinking it's a joke because who the fuck goes to Houston, Texas?
Right.
Who thinks of going to Houston, Texas for a spring break? Spring break is water, Miami, out the country, in another country, on a beach, titties out, ass. You feel me? That's spring break. I'm still in school, but I'm not a teenager no more. I'm not in my early 20s. I'm not 21 no more. So I know, I don't really participate in spring break. But yes, girl is still in school for her doctorates. But
shit, I've never been to spring break. It's just never been a thing for me. I'm Asian. My parents are like, what the fuck is that? Get your ass back to school.
The story times is confusing me because when I was watching the girls that live in Houston, Texas say, like, don't come to Houston, Texas for spring break, they were saying that you're not going to get sections, either if you pay your money in deposits places. It's not guaranteed because someone can pay a higher deposit than you and take your section. It sounds like a horror show, but I'm still thinking, like, who is planning on going to Houston, Texas?
Right.
For spring break, but here we are.
Young people apparently, because they picked Houston this year, but these young people used to go to Miami every year, but we all know that Miami ran these young people out. They pushed them away. Miami started charging $100 just to park, and I don't blame the city of Miami. There was a lot of crime and foolishness going on, but they got pushed out of Miami and they started going to Fort Lauderdale. And last year, I think they said Fort Lauderdale was pretty chill. They should have just went back to Fort Lauderdale this year by the beach and just chilled out.
I'm telling you, La Paz. This is a nice hidden gem in Mexico, Baja, Mexico. Very cheap. Don't ruin it. I like that there's no tourists there. I like that nobody spoke English. It was nice trying to work my Spanish the best I could. It was very, very hard. Trust me, guys. They did not speak a lick of English, and a lot of English came out of this mouth trying to like communicate with them. My best friend was just like, you're just better off speaking pure Spanish and whatever Spanish you know, and just try to figure it out that way.
But
and it was true.
This is something that needed to happen. I think a lot of these young folks need to wake up, because they definitely make me feel like I'm definitely broke. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below.
Again, I've never been in spring break. I've worked every summer at the donut shop. It's not like I really got summer breaks, you know? So I always hear my friends in like high school and during college, people going spring break and having a wonderful time or whatever it is. I'm not a drinker, never cared for it. And I'm also not really much of a partier. I don't really go out to crowds to party. I'd rather just go out to eat, hang out with friends, and chill. Maybe smoke a doobie. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And see you guys next time. Ciao.